my God, so many things I should have done differently.
Up camp, a phrase commonly heard if you're from Western Pennsylvania. It refers to a physical place, but also a state of mind. It's the deer camp, the fishing hole, a cabin, or a getaway you always go up to, despite its geographical location. I spent most of my adult life inside comedy clubs, but some of my best memories were made outside, hunting and fishing the surrounding properties of my grandparents' single-wide paradise. So sit back and maybe have a few laughs at my successes and failures as I look to reconnect with a simpler time. I'm Collin Chamberlin, and I'm headed up camp.
Here we are again, gang. It's that time of year again. Another spring turkey season in Maryland. Came out yesterday, and in the evening tried to roost a bird. Heard nothing. Saw nothing. So you're saying there's a chance. Did find a couple turkey feathers and maybe a track or two. Also, something that's happening today is they're doing some prescribed burns not too far from here. So it smelt like we were at war when I got into the area. But we're not, well, we are at war, but not with anybody in Maryland. We've got a few days to be here, so no pressure today. I'm not going to feel any pressure. I'm going to relax. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, and make sure to follow me and Up Camp on Instagram. Let's get out in the woods. Let's try to find a turkey. Most likely, let's just sit on the ground and have ticks climb all over us and then go home and worry I have Lyme's disease for the next couple days. All right. Playing with fire today. I went to a sushi place last night that served high noons and Long Island iced teas. It's usually not what you want to see from your sushi place. Is this a fresh catch of the day? Yeah, we just got it out of the aquarium. How about another shot and beer combo? Had some crazy wind come through here. As you could see, a lot of trees down. A lot of trees down. Not as limber as I used to be. Actually, I was never limber. You hear a lot of bad turkey calling early in the season. This is, I think, the second or third day of the season here in Maryland. And listen, I'm not the best turkey caller in the world, but man, you hear some things where you're like, do you even know what a turkey sounds like? Because I'll tell you something, that's not a turkey. Someone asked me recently, they go, how are you doing in this economy? I was like, excuse me? I wasn't doing good in any economy. They go, well, you know, this economy is really bad. I'm like, oh, really? Is it? I go, you know what kind of makes you foolproof to the bad economy is just always having no money. If you just always have no money, you really don't care if the economy's bad or good. Usually people without money don't even say the word economy unless they're saying, oh, give me the economy rental car. And they're like, sir, you have 7 children and 18 bags. And you're like, I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Trust me. We're going to need the economy. Sir, your family cannot fit into a Nissan Leaf. Oh, yes, they can. Oh, yes, they can. We have bungee cords. How am I doing in this economy? I'll tell you how I'm doing. I wake up every morning riddled with anxiety. I have to force myself out of bed to try to go find imaginary money so I can do just some of the things that I want to do, knowing full well I will never have enough. And at the end of every day, I wait to get so exhausted where I'm dragged under the blanket of sleep, not because it's time for me to rest, but because I physically cannot stay awake any longer. And I do it on my couch in front of an episode of The Office or some sort of reality TV that's on long enough just to shut out all of the crazy thoughts I have in my head in those last 30 minutes of the night. So yeah, that's how I'm doing in this economy. I think calling to a turkey is a lot like when guys try to talk to women. You can really say too much too soon. Start with a, hey, how are you? What do you do for work? Oh, that's cool. That's interesting. Kind of stop right there. Just put that down, The more you talk, the more you get yourself into a situation where you're like, yeah, I'm good. I actually just found out I can't have yellow cheese anymore. It's not white cheese for some reason. It's just yellow cheese. So if you want to go get a pizza with me, I could still get a pizza. I just can't get like a grilled cheese. Actually, that's what made it all flare up. As I was on vacation with my family recently and had a grilled cheese for lunch and ended up in bed the rest of the day with my knees pressed up against my chest, trying to pass what felt like a small alien inside of my lower intestine. And the doctor said it's just the yellow cheese. He's not sure why, but so yeah. Other than that, I've been good. How are you? It's almost 10 a.m. Got about 2 hours left of legal hunting hours. Got to be out by noon. So I'm going to move up the trailhead a little bit here and see what that kind of looks and sounds like. Well, we're back at the car. That's a wrap on day 1 of turkey season in Maryland for me. Heard nothing. Used that Slate call to try to get something going. But you know what the real prize is? The real prize is that I still have my breakfast sandwich from this morning that I left in my car. Rubbery. So I think the plan will be to get back out here over the next couple days. There's a couple other places in the area that I might look at. I know I've made that mistake before. But the weather should be good. So we're going to see what the next few days can bring, other than 3 more days of cold breakfast sandwiches. Go find a turkey. When you Google the area that I'm in, it goes prime location for turkey populations. Is that the case? Oh. Look at here. Something's been scratching that up. But if I did anything else in my life with the same rate of success that I turkey hunt, which is 0% success rate, I would quit that thing immediately. If I worked at a job and they didn't pay me for 3 years in a row, I would go, guys, I can't come in anymore because I don't get paid. The thing that I thought I was going to get is not happening. But somehow, I'm still here. Still working the same godforsaken job. Well, this will be base camp for a little bit. As you can see, I've tucked into this tree here. Got a little bit of a makeshift blind there. Here's what I'm hoping. I'm set up at the bend of a road here, of a trail. I'm hoping that if there are turkeys here, they're gonna come that way towards me, or from behind me, and have to use this trail. We went out for tacos last night, which, I don't mean to brag. I do have $57 in my account to spend. But I gotta tell you, my favorite taco of all time is the, boxed meal kit, Old El Paso. Get the spice mix, you get the hard shells, maybe there's a couple soft shells in there. You get a pack of ground meat, you throw that in a pot. Yeah, that's cooking all day. For some reason, your mom or dad is cooking that all day. They're mixing the seasoning with the water, they're pouring it in. And it's just ground beef, cheese, lettuce, hard shell. Throw the hard shell in the oven or the microwave for a minute to warm it up. To me, the boxed taco is the quintessential taco. And I know people are like, well, that's not authentic. I don't care. I don't care. It's the best. It's what everybody ate. It's my introduction into taco world. Without that, I don't know about tacos. Without the Old El Paso boxed dinner kit, I don't know about tacos. I don't know enough to go, oh, let me try this little quesadilla, I don't know that. Let me try something new. Let me try short rib. Let me try carne asada. Let me try carnitas. None of that happens if Old El Paso doesn't come to me and say, let me invite you in. Let me invite you into this world. Meat, cheese, shredded lettuce. I'm not talking about chopped lettuce. Don't pour. You ever get somebody that does, that puts the salad mix on top of a taco? I got a carrot in my taco now. I don't want a carrot in my taco. I'm talking about shredded, finely shredded iceberg lettuce. It's literally just crunchy water. That's what you want. No nutritional value. Hard shell, meat, cheese, shredded lettuce on top. have about 8 of those. Maybe your mom and dad mixes up some, 90-second rice or something, Uncle Ben's or whatever. That's the best. All these hipster taco places that people are finding, they don't even run, right? They don't get off the ground if Old El Paso doesn't walk first. Old El Paso in your grocery store next to, pasta aisle or whatever. You went to the Old El Paso, they would say exotic food section, or, the Mexican/Asian/Italian aisle. Find the Old El Paso box. There's a turkey just up the road. I was literally walking back to my car and saw a turkey. The tail feathers crossing. I'm literally just set up right off the road. I'm gonna try to call him in real quick here. See if he's still over here. Just walking carelessly out of here because I haven't heard a turkey. So I was going to try somewhere different, and it just goes to show you that just because you don't hear turkeys doesn't mean they're not there. And now I don't know if I should sit here, if I should move up a little bit and see if I can see where this bird went. I should have just... Oh my God, so many things I should have done differently. Damn it. Okay, in the hopes of not completely running this turkey out of here, I've quietly gotten back to my vehicle. I thought, you know what? Let me get out of here. Let me not scare this bird off anymore, wherever the hell it is. I'm going to just walk over and see if I can see it in the field. It's a private land field, but there's no rules against walking up the street. So I'm just going to walk up there and see if it's in there. Let me tell you something. These Maryland public land turkeys, they're unbelievable. They do not care about turkey calling. I don't think they care about breeding. I think all they care about is slipping through the woods as quietly as possible, getting out into a field, having a meal, and staying alive. That's it. I do not understand how they reproduce. I really don't. Or I'm just a bad turkey caller.
Alright, I know for a fact that that turkey is not out in that field. So that means that turkey's somewhere still in those woods. And I'm going to find him one way or another. I'm either going to startle him and scare him out of here. I'm going to kill him. That's my only two options. We're going in here. We're going to find this turkey.
Well, gang, as you can see, we're back in the car. Went back out there fully intending on finding wherever that turkey went, and as you could tell by probably my lack of enthusiasm right now, I didn't find the turkey. That thing was moving through there like the ghost of Kiev or something. We'll see if we can drum up one more day of turkey hunting for this week. Try to get out a couple more times during the season for Maryland. So just beginning. Off to a decent start. Not the worst start. So we'll see what happens.
Crazy as I get older how bachelor parties have really changed for me as somebody who's trying to plan one and my friends. Like bachelor parties used to be a thing of like, we're going to Vegas, we're going to relive the hangover, the wolf pack, all that. Now bachelor parties, for at least the people that I know, are like, we're going to go live in a house. It's, a nice house, but it's just a house. It's a house that hopefully one day I could afford, and you stay there with 10 to 15 other men, and you go, the activities are, we're going to eat a bunch of processed meat and red meat, and we're going to drink 650 domestic light beers, and that's it. And you go, well, you're not like going to a club, or you're not going to a casino. No. The era of the ending up on a rooftop on Vegas bachelor party is over. Most people now, especially guys, I think, and at least the guys that I know, they're like, yeah, my back hurts, my feet hurt, I have gout, or, I can't have milk anymore. So I really just kind of want to sit by some sort of body of water, probably a lake or a pond, and eat a bunch of grilled meats and drink beer and sit in silence. Oftentimes these bachelor parties are just a bunch of grown men sitting in silence, having no one speak to them, and then they'll leave and they go, that was the best trip I ever went on. Back at the car, and as you can tell, I don't have a turkey, a fully loaded shotgun. That's the end of this turkey trip here. Fun trip, good to be down in Maryland. Would like to get back down here. It's early in the season still as I'm shooting this, so hopefully make another trip down. 3 days of turkey hunting, pretty hard.
tried a lot of different areas. Saw something that looked like a turkey maybe the other day, but nothing to show for it, and that's okay, because it's all about the memories. It's all about the memories you make along the way. Anyway, appreciate you watching this episode. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any videos. So go check out some stand-up over on my channel. If you haven't, please give us a follow on Instagram, on my Instagram and the UpCamp Instagram. And as I always say, if you don't like the video, you know what to do. Send it to your worst enemy. Send it to somebody you really despise and tell them to watch it. Let's get a view together. All right, gang. Thanks for joining me on this episode of UpCamp. If you're headed out into the woods, good luck, be safe, and we'll see you next time.